Upon entering this level, one will perceive a woodland lit by the barrier's light. Occasionally, one may uncover lakes and cabins within the woodland. The lake's liquid is potable, and occasionally fish can be glimpsed swimming through it. The cabins are safe to inhabit and appear to possess everything one may desire. Nevertheless, infiltrating one may abruptly transport one to level -188. Few life forms can be found on this level, but sometimes beings from the front rooms may be glimpsed roaming aimlessly. They aren't contentious unless they provoked, and all of them appear to have a blue shade.
At times, spontaneous circumstances can transpire in the barrier. A raging downpour can arise, and other times the barrier will whirl into various pigments. The complexion of the barrier will modify the temperaments and personalities of living creatures in the woodland, although those near the barrier aren't melodramatic for an unidentified justification. Many aspects are still mysterious about the barrier, but it doesn't come across to have numerous difficulties aside from the storm event. One aspect worth noting is wandering toward the glint for a week or two will direct to the barrier. It is explained to be one of the only corridors to the front rooms. However, it's relatively difficult to bring ahead. 98.5% of wanderers who attempted to get past the barrier perished, abstained, or panned out in another level of the backrooms, usually level 12 or any level with luminous lights. The most stable path to get past the barrier is to inquire a guardian for authorization, but this will reasonably not endeavor. The dark forest. Wandering absent from the barrier's light will direct you to the dark forest. Entrances to different levels can be found here, though the only door found out guides to level -150. Wanderers' assertion to possess found this door because of the luminous glow and the audible symphony. Traveling here is not recommended because you can plunge into the void. Viewing point. Viewing point is a skyscraper uncovered in the inner of the barrier. Viewing point possesses 10th floors. One time entered the 10th floor you will glimpse the comprehensive perspective of the barrier, but somehow when you snatched a snapshot, it will be reimbursed a meaningless portrayal or ebony portrayal, then seized a tape it will subside sluggishly. Altogether another 9th floor is deserted with a topography of decaying ebony adhesive embankments, ground, and canopy. It is not approved to reach this location as when you depart the skyscraper, you will be brought to the dark forest. Entities. Guardians. Guardians are tall figures that take the form of a knight. Their armor always has a glowing light blue tint to it. These entities are neutral, and originated from this level and have dedicated their life to protecting the barrier at all cost. If a guardian is patrolling the barrier, it is advised to not approach in case this provokes the guardian. Entrances and exits. Entrances. Perish in level 12 and there is a 0.1% possibility that you'll pan out here. This technique is not recommended. Knocklip into the surface of the end and there is a 10% likelihood you'll turn out here. This is the most stable and manageable method. Subside asleep in the whisper and you'll amass a 0.01% possibility of shaking out here. Exit through the beginning door when it quits snowing on level -188, very rarely, and retains a 5% possibility of bringing here. If you type Godshelp command /startrealitybarrier.exe to a Godshelp machine on level 195 teleports you here. Exits. Going through the boundary has a 99.9% likelihood of ending up in another level. There's a 0.1% possibility of traversing the barrier and going behind to the front rooms. Reality. It is not submitted to go through the barrier because there is a middle opportunity of perishing. Murmur to yourself will to bring you into the whisper. Go towards a town to get into level 11. You won't be eligible to come around the direction you appeared from. Attempting to excavate yourself into the surface will put up with you to the hub. Infiltrating a compartment may seize you to level -188.